negative with it.
I love it when, like, we'll all be playing domination and the other team will break out noob tubes, and when he's like, all right, I'm getting out the cheap class, and he does even worse.
Yeah, it happens all the time. It's like, I get a little happiness knowing that I'm probably making them mad, but it makes me even madder because I suck with it.
I do the same thing. If there's 6 people tubing on the other team, I'll take out a one-man army class. It's great. You get double nukes all day doing that.
Not me. I get 6 and 12 games.
Because ever try an AC-130 with danger close?
I'm much better with bullets than I am with noob tubes.
Let me tell you, Woody. Here's how you do it on high rise. I did this the other day. You just stand on the helipad and on the stairs and just shoot it into the window over and over and over again.
Yep.
Never move. Don't even worry if you get a kill or not. Don't even look and see if there are people there. Just shoot it.
That first video that you're famous for on Terminal, you know, where you just like fire noob tubes towards the top of the escalators.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm not that good at noob tubing. I will sit there and aim a noob tube for like 8 seconds trying to figure out the trajectory of it, and I die. It never works. And I still miss, and it's not a good scene.
I'll tell you, the worst are the people who spawn and just tube the opposite flag.
Yeah.
Why is that in the game?
That was in COD 4 too. Like if
I know, but you couldn't do that the whole match and just get a nuke and end it.
Like in COD 4, for example, if you had C spawn on Crossfire, I would just not take that flag. I'd be like, I'm going to give them 10 seconds to see if they're spawn tubing it. And,
Ambush was a big map for that too.
Yep. So I would just sort of chill, wait to see what comes, and if they're not doing it, then I take the flag. It only takes 5 seconds to get a little head start, and then I take it.
On Bog, if you spawn, I think it's C. That's the bad spawn on Bog, whatever it is.
C.
If you spawn there, I can hit the car that's in the opposite spawn within 2 seconds of spawning with a noob tube and get a quad almost every single time.
You noob tube the car, and then you throw a grenade at the C flag, and you get like 8 kills.
Exactly.
But Bog and Countdown, I would pay $20 to get those maps back in the game.
Oh my God, Bog would be. Imagine what your AC-130 would do on Bog.
It's over if they have the A flag.
If they have the A flag, huh? I guess so, yeah, because that's the one without a building to protect them.
C, they would be in that building, yeah.
Right. But I didn't like Bog. So my trouble with that was before I rolled with really strong teams. Right now, when I play off and play with good players, and like most of the time with my current friends list, we would probably own the good side of the map, and Bog would be enjoyable. But before that, it was like unfair. You know, I would just die trying to flip the spawn. I didn't have a full team. Like, somebody come with me, help me flip the spawn. We can't win from over here, and then they didn't even get that whole map was tilted. That C was bad,
if you get the C spawn, you get the people just sitting in the bus, just dying repeatedly.
Sitting in the bus, or they're standing on that barrel behind the car, the shipping container, and or they're standing on the flaming barrel in the corner of the map. Either one of those, it helps your KD a little, but you're losing that game. And I'm out there like single-handedly trying to flip the spawn, and it's hard to have a good game doing that.
If I had my way, wait, what's that?
Oh, I was going to say, here's something I don't understand. Is like the way you said, you're talking about the people going back in the bus repeatedly. And we had this the other day on Afghan in the small bunker. About 3 guys went to the small bunker like 10 times in a row. Me and Wings are just sitting there with FAMASs just blowing their heads off every time. And they just keep going back. It's like a little kid, like, grabbing a hot pan on the stove, and he's like, ow! And he reaches back, ow! And he reaches back, ow! And you're just looking at him like, you're retarded.
So I'm psyched for Black Ops, man. This game, so originally I thought it was going to be about Vietnam, right? There were World War II games, there were, unspecified-a-stand games, and then there's, the Vietnam game. And then when it turned out to be this across time, the history of special operations from, I think, World War II all the way to the 1980s, that is a better idea than I even hoped for. So I'm psyched for it. And it opens a huge range of weapons. And some of the weapons that we've liked from, say, the Modern Warfare games, they've sort of given themselves this break. Well, Black Ops, they get weapons before they're released. So it can be in there. It was just a prototype version. And they've, given themselves a little artistic license, I think, to open up any weapon they want. I think Modern Warfare is out there as kind of an example to learn from. Black Ops might be great. So that should be cool.
I would say this, going back to Bog real quick. I never had trouble spawning C. Generally, we just pushed up, took the hill, and spawn tracked to 1A. We spawned C.
It's hard to push the hill.
I've seen that happen maybe
solo.
Twice.
Yeah. Pushing the hill by
If you get B and they're spawned at A, there's no easier game out there.
Really?
But, A always
I mean,
gets the B
seriously, it's
flag.
all about B on that flag. It's not really
If you
like the
get
Marines
that
have
hill-
the advantage.
To me,
Yeah, because if you get that hill, they got nowhere to hide at A. They're toast.
To me,
Yeah.
if you get that hill, they still have a shot at you, and then getting back to the hill is pretty dangerous. I mean, there's frag times 3 in COD 4. Getting past the bus and over to the hill, it's a death trap right there. That's where the fish in the barrel are. That to me was always the biggest problem. The approach to the hill is easier from A than C. That's why it's so much easier to hold it.
I usually just stood beside that C container right there, beside the hill. Just picked them off while they're trying to edge off the wall.
And yeah, that kind of game, though, it gets you good KD, but it doesn't get you wins.
Yeah, if I had
It
my
does,
way,
because you're on B.
kill death,
Oh, if you have B, yeah. But I thought, I'm picturing the shipping container back, I guess, next to or behind the bus.
There's a big old hill, and then there's a container,
Oh, the
and
one
then there's
next
a
to it.
car, and there's another container.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. You're talking about the midfield one. I thought you were on that barrel behind the container by the bus. Anyway.
but like I was saying, if I had my way, kill death should not even be displayed in the game. I want, I'm all about winning the match, so.
You know, me
I
too.
want-
I think Medal of Honor, and I haven't even played it yet because I'm waiting for it on the Xbox, does something that's kind of cool. They have a point streak. So kills are part of what builds it, but there's some objective
Yeah.
things that build it too. I mean, I've argued something similar, saying, hey, if you cap a flag in domination, that should be worth, I don't know what it's worth, 2 kills, 3 kills, something like that. If you plant the bomb in demo, that should get you a little kill streak, and that might be, demo's kind
Yeah.
of hard to plant. So that be a UAV right there, 3 kills, and or toward a predator or whatever it is. If they rewarded people who took those risks and had those success, then that would be cool. Because as it sits now, there's a lot of discouragement from doing the types of things it takes to win games.
See, that's why I feel the root problem with Modern Warfare 2 is you're rewarded for not doing the objective. You get a nuke and you end the game anyway. You don't have to go get the B flag to get a nuke. You just sit in the corner.
Most players
So
can't
that's-
reliably
it's totally
get nukes.
different.
Like, you can probably fairly get a reliably nuke if you wanted one, but most people can't. But what they can do is pump up that KD number. And something
But
about the
the problem
community, they'll look at a guy with a 4 KD and a .4 win-loss and say that he's awesome.
Yeah.
But
I don't
truthfully,
agree with that.
He loses all his games. That's not awesome to me.
Like, not everyone could get a nuke, but so many people try to get the nuke, so they're not doing the objectives anyway. That's my
Yeah, I
problem.
often wonder about that. Like the people that I'll look back. I'll be playing domination, and I'll turn around and look behind me. And there's like 3 guys that are like way the fuck back there, away from the B flag, and I just want to know what their kill streaks are. Or whenever
Yeah.
I get killed by somebody sitting in a corner or laying in the grass, I'm like, I wonder what that guy's kill streaks are. I guarantee he's running like 9/11 nuke or something he's
Yep.
never even gonna get.
At the end of the game, he's seen like 8 combats.
Yeah,
It's like 4 and 4.
he'll
Seen 8
go
people all
like
game.
he'll go like 4-0, then die, then go 4-0 again and die. Never even get a kill.
I don't think there's any other game that rewards you that you can win while doing nothing. So that's my problem with the game. As long as the nuke is not in Black Ops, it'll be a better game.
yeah, they
Speaking
should.
of the,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of the nuke, you've got your Booster Justice videos, and I was just wondering, where did the idea of that come from?
I play free-for-all all the time because, like I said, if my friends aren't on and I try to play a match and I get randoms that, try to go for nukes, they don't do anything and we lose. I can't take it. So free-for-all, I don't have teammates. I'll just go in, play for fun, and everyone's boosting. It's so stupid. So, I recorded a bunch of people getting killed and just put some Metallica tracks behind it, and it got pretty huge from there.
Hey, I got a story free for all about boosting.
Go ahead.
I was playing on Salvage, and it was free for all Salvage, and I noticed this guy's got attack and search sitting in the little tunnel next to B. So I'm sitting there waiting for him to spawn, and this kid